my junkies, how are you? I hope you're doing so well. I know it's been a long time, and you guys, I probably have lost so many subs because I tend to not seem to be a person of my word very much, am I? I'm trying to put out content everywhere on all the platforms, and so I'm not going to give you any excuses. I absolutely am not. I just want you to know that I do appreciate the ones that have been with me from the beginning, the ones that continually stay with me, even though I am airheaded sometimes and I don't follow through. I'm really working on that. I want you guys to know that I'm sincerely working on it. I guess maybe I'm spreading myself too thin. I don't know, because YouTube has always been my home, right? My happy place. And Instagram has always been my happy place too. But now my blog has become my super happy place, because that is the happy place that will actually pay my mortgage every month, okay? And so I didn't want to really go into, like, if you guys hear like this pounding noise, it's my chickens outside, okay? Because they see me and they want to come into me. So they'll like peck on the glass or whatever. But anyway, I wanted to talk with you guys about a couple of things. Just kind of like shoot the shit and just really like, you know what I mean? I see you kind of thing. And so there's a couple of things that I want to talk about. Okay, so first of all, like I said, the reason that I have been more vacant on YouTube is not because I don't love YouTube. It's just because I have actually been putting so much time and energy into the back end of my business. And that takes, if anybody knows from the ground up, if you're like a one-man band and you're doing all the shit yourself, you're doing SEOs, you're creating a blog, you're creating opt-in pages, you're doing landing pages, then you're trying to stay social on social media, just trying to put out good content on all the platforms, trying to, paint and write a book and trying to get it formatted, trying to get it developed, trying to figure out this and that. Like, I could go on and on, you guys, but I think that you understand me, and I really just wanted to come on here and really like talk to you, because I need to get this shit out of my head. My chickens and rabbit don't talk back to me, and so I know that it's not in my best welfare. It never has been to actually go outside of my circumference of my inner being to talk with anyone other than myself to get advice, because I trust myself and I'm doing the best I can. And I just like, okay, so here's a bunch of things that are on my mind. So I'm just going to be like diarrhea of the mouth probably, because I just want to like just get all of this out. And I've expressed it in my journals. I don't write it on my blog because I'm doing more, focused content there, which is more valuable, evergreen stuff. And so I just really needed to figure out some things. Okay, so the one thing latest that's on my mind is I have these fine-tuning little things to do on my blog. And I don't know how to do this stuff. Like I was saying, I don't know code and I don't know that kind of stuff. So that has been really, really a long process to like create a media kit, to create a author bio media kit, to create, I'm trying to do this campaign for my book tour because I want it to sell really well. But then I'm told like, oh, you need to have a good email list or whatever. So anyway, so now I'm focused on that. Okay, so you guys, I'm really focused on that. And you guys that are my subscribers, I'm going to ask for you to do this. Now, I don't have the email uploaded yet. Like, I wanted to ask you guys with a thumbs up or a comment in the section below if you would be willing to get on my email list for my blog. Now, you might not necessarily want to read everything that's on there. It has a lot of stuff that my YouTube does, but it's more in formatted Word. But I also have several things, that are going to be about my, the chickens are really going at it. I want to have it more of my process as an artist and an author and like having this book published. And so I would love to send you guys like updates, or like if you ever wanted to pre-order the book, because I know you guys either have daughters or you have grandkids or you have nieces. that may like the book, and you may want to pre-order the book. So I wanted to tell you also. So anyway, would you guys be interested in that? The other thing that I want to talk to you about is actually what happened and why I'm saying it's a book self-published now. Okay, so Hay House came to me, and Hay House Publishing came to me, but I don't know if you guys know like the ins and outs of self-publishing and regular, like finding an agent and getting, like an in-house publishing company to actually front your book. Now, when fronting your book happens, they will give you a certain amount, right? They will give you an amount for like, you're going to create this book and you're going to write this book and we're going to pay you this amount of money. Now, obviously, I don't have an agent. Well, it might not be obvious, but I don't have an agent, okay? And so that's very difficult to do. Well, I felt like Hay House was a very good fit for me, but I don't want to be pigeonholed into something, because when you go with a publishing company, if you're not self-publishing and you're going with them and their company, they have a say-so on certain things. Now, mind you, there's a caveat to that. You're going to get a lot of pros and you're going to get cons. The pro for me, you guys, is that I want my book a certain way. I want it to be on a certain page size. I want it to be in hardback. There's certain things that I'm not getting and I wasn't getting in this particular contract. Plus, it was the self-publishing side of Hay House, which is called Balboa Press, okay? So basically what you have to do is pay them, because you'll get all of the amenities of having like an in-house publishing company, and plus they'll tell you that they'll put it out on the table, and then, they might sweep it up if they think it's a really good bestseller. And there's been several people that have actually had New York Times bestseller coming from Hay House, that were originally self-published. But and Chris Carr is one of them, and she's like a new age kind of spiritual thought leader, and she's really cool, and I like her a lot. But anyway, so there's not any issue with that. But the issue that I had was I don't want to keep waiting and waiting to save up thousands and thousands of dollars to have my book published, when I can go on the creator on Amazon and do my own book, and it could take me less than a week. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if I do the formatting myself, I can publish my own book in less time, and it's free basically. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. I decided that I'm just going to go with my gut, and I feel like the universe was telling me, like, leading me to this path. And so I feel really good about it, and I think maybe that's why I wasn't able to save up that amount of money, to actually put that into it, because there's so many startup things when you're starting a business. You have to have all these different things in place, especially like my husband's the only breadwinner at this point. And so I want to get to the point to where I am able to like double our income, so that we can ultimately live off of my income instead of Jeffrey's, right? That's my ultimate goal. So that was the other thing I wanted to talk to you about, like just explaining to you like what was going on when I was like, because I changed my mind and I was like, I'm just not going to go with it. I don't want to have them do it. I think I'm just going to do it myself. Like, where there's a will, there's a way, you guys. And you guys know me, that I am like a spitfire, and I kind of lead with a little bit of a chip on my shoulder, because I know that there's ways to do things. And just because people have told me, like, that's the other thing, you guys, is people will frown. There's a lot of times, like, I've even opened up to some people that I thought were, well, and they are my friends and they have their opinion, right? But they scoff at the idea of a self-publisher, like self-publishing my book. And they didn't say it directly to me, but I know that they have this whole idea of like, you're not a real artist and you're not a real author if you don't have your book published by a publishing company. Like it's some kind of glorified blog post or something, or, you know, some storybook or whatever. But here, let me just give you a 411. Okay, that's not necessarily true, okay? Because the lady that created the Harry Potter series was denied 12 times. People thought that her stuff was crap, okay? Not only that, Beatrix Potter, the one that I emulate so much, actually had to self-publish her The Tale of Peter Rabbit because no one wanted to pick it up. They thought it was dumb and fluff and no one would want to read it. And so she actually self-published her book. And there's so many people that do self-publish books. And there is nothing wrong with that, if you ask me. I think what's going to happen is my book is going to be so successful, and then those people that didn't support me, you know, that will be their loss, because the worst thing anybody could do, like, it's actually the best thing for me, is to like discount me or say, oh, Raquel, you can't do that. Oh, there's no way to do that. Oh, you shouldn't do it that way, right? And so that just kind of fuels my fire and like, watch this, you know? And that's a good positive quality I think that I have about myself. But anyway, so yeah, I wanted to tell you about the self-publishing. I wanted to ask you about the email list, and if you guys would be willing to, because I have a rapport with you guys. I have a relationship with you guys, and I wouldn't ever like, you know, send you, you know, tons of email or anything like that, but I would just love to put you on my newsletter, because what it'll do is it'll help, you guys will actually help me in getting my book out there to more people. And so I'm asking you as a community, as my little fam, to, you know, help me do this. And I know you guys, I'm just wondering, I want to think of something, and this might be something you guys could help me with in the comments, is think of something that I could do for you in order to get your email, because you guys give me all the time. You give me subscription, you know, you subscribe to my channel, you're always commenting. What can I do fun for you, like, that will be beneficial to my subs, my YouTube subs, you know? Do you want, like, what do you want? You guys be creative and like tell me, and I will totally try and make it happen. I will really work to make it happen, whatever you guys would want. Like, do you want a discount on the book? What would you like for me to do? Because I really want your guys' ideas, because you guys are the reason that I'm here today anyway. So I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for you guys. And so I love you so much for that. And I want to be of service to you continually. I guess that was all I needed to really talk about. And I'm going to shoot another video because I want to talk about a couple of things about soulmates. And I also want to talk about, an incident that happened, and I wrote a blog post about it, but I want to talk about it to you guys on here, because I can always, like, you can feel out my voice and watch my expressions and stuff when I'm talking. And then just some people like visuals. Some people just like to watch stuff or hear it, and some people like to read, you know, it just depends. And so I just washed my hair so it's super clean. But anyway, okay, that was random. But yeah, I would love it if you guys would swim over to my blog. I'm trying to put out at least 2 posts a week. And I really they're like over 2,000 words, so I really put a lot of energy into them. Like, I'm putting like 4 to 6 hours in each blog post. So it's really good content, I feel like. And I just want to continually give and serve to you guys and try and help you in your life so that you can create a life you love. And so that's always been my objective. And I'm trying to understand more clearly, you know, what you guys want. And I feel like soulmate stuff is a lot of what you want, but I need ideas. Like, I need more ideas. Like, I don't know how many more things I can talk about for soulmates. Like, what do you guys want me to talk about with, like, being in a relationship, like a day-to-day. I mean, tell me, give me some ideas and I will totally do some video on it. I'm just drawing a blank and I don't know why, but it could be just the day or whatever. But anyway, I just wanted to stop in, and I'm going to show a little bit of video of my office a little bit, so I'll add that onto the end of this video. And I just want you guys to know how much I love you. I hope you're enjoying your life and you're creating a life that you love. And I want to follow you guys on social media, so I wish you would put your handle in the comment section so I can follow you. Because I never know where people are coming from. Even on analytics, it doesn't really necessarily tell me, like, are you coming from YouTube? Are you coming? It just says, you know, oh, they're coming from, you know, this state or that state. And so I never really know, like, where are you guys coming from? So anyway, I love you so much. I hope you have a great day. And as always, I'm yours until my next swim. Ciao. Oh crap, let me start over. Hi Mermaid Junkies, how are you? I hope you're doing so well. Okay, so you know, or you may not know, I don't know, because I'm trying to give you guys different content and stuff, right? Different sides of me, of little old Raquel. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to actually take you, because I think I told you guys this, that I wanted to actually give you a kind of bird's eye view of actually, you know, the whole process of becoming a self-published author, an artist, and, you know, starting from the ground up and working myself up to accomplishing all of these goals all by myself. Like, I'm a one-man band. And so I wanted to actually share and give you guys the different you know, aspects of myself, like I said. And so I wanted to show you the treasure room, which is what I call my art studio office slash, you know, craft room. And I got treasure room because Beatrix Potter actually has, you know, you guys know she's one of my spirit guides. Like, I think I was reincarnated Beatrix Potter. But anyway, which there is a good likelihood of that. I mean, anything's possible, right? But anyway, so my whole point is that she has a treasure room at her hilltop house in the UK. So I wanted to resemble that, so I named my art studio the treasure room. And it kind of fits too, because it's mermaidish, you know what I'm saying? The treasure room, how cute and cool is that? Like, there's so many similarities that are reminiscent of, like, things that just kind of make sense for us, or for me, basically, like emulating Beatrix Potter. So I'm going to show you a couple of little things around the treasure room. Now, mind you, you know, it's still a work in progress, because we've been working on renovating this, and you know how long it takes when you're renovating a house on a particular set budget, because, you know, you guys, I am very much a stickler. I'm very much a stickler for making sure that I'm putting all of my money back into into my business. And so all of the, you know, any kind of little bit of money that I bring in, like with my art, or, you know, my little design jobs on the side or something, I always put that money right back into my business. So I'm not putting it into things like getting a doorknob right now. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to show you guys a couple of little things. Let me turn the camera around, okay? So this right here, now mind you, I said we have, see how we have concrete floor still. I ripped the peach carpet out of almost the entire house. I still have one room to go. But this right here is my little, it's like a wire basket thing. It was gifted to me by a friend, and it has all of my book pieces. I have several pieces of art in here. Okay, see that? Like art pieces that didn't sell, okay? And so they're all old book pieces. And you can tell, see there? I use all of those to create art on. These are all of my art pieces that I don't know what to do with, that are just my art that I've made that didn't sell also, or that I find inspiration from, and I just threw them in there. This is all of my different watercolor, cold pressed paper. This is, can you see that? I'm sorry, you guys. This is all of my tincture dyed. This has all been treated, all of this, so it smells like roses and lavender, and you probably can't tell very well, but can you tell that it has like a tint to it and stuff? It's been hung out and it smells delightful. So yeah, so that's that. I'll probably have to cut that up a little bit. This is my beautiful little plant that I've had since I moved here. It was one of my first plants, and my mother gave it to me because she didn't want to have to deal with one of these plants, and I love greenery. So like I said, I've set this whole room up in accordance to feng shui, like law of attraction and stuff, right? So that greenery on my wall. Anyway, there's a whole thing, and I did a blog post on it about your home and your surroundings. And this is my money wall right here. So I painted my walls olive green. I have green plants that give life and are going to attract abundance. Okay, so then I just have, this is my very first, can you guys see that? That's my very first scarlet rose. That was going to be the front cover of my book, but I didn't like how it was very muted and like muted out. And so I didn't like that, so I just framed it because I still thought she was precious. Let's see, that's just, you know, a kerosene lamp and candles. These are paints and stuff that I don't really use that much, and some calligraphy inks for my pen and inks. That's a bookends, Little Mermaid bookends. These are all my antique books and journals. All the journals, see, all little kind of things. Like, you guys know me, and I keep little trinkets in here. Sometimes I'll put a little flower, you know, fresh flowers in here because it makes it smell pretty. This is all my wax and seal kit and stuff. And this is some beach combed things that I put in. It's broken, but it's like seaweed and some different, you know, oyster shells and stuff that I collected and beach combed. This is an old phone that I found. Let's see. Oh, there's a piece of driftwood that Jeffrey found. This is my mermaid angel that I got at an antique shop. Is that so perfect or what? I love it. It's my favorite piece I own. Let's see here. And I think this is it, you guys. I mean, it's still very much, this is where I work. And then I have this sewing table here. And it's actually a sewing table, but I use it for my computer. And I'm sure you guys have seen this in, you know, pictures before. But yeah, and so see, that's just my outside to our back. And I didn't know what else to do with this yet, you guys. So I just hung a curtain up because I didn't want those old louver doors. I hated them, so I just put that up. This is a piece that I made. It's just old wood or whatever, and so I just put these, I stained these and cut the ends off. They're just clothespins and stained them like this gray color, and so it looks kind of beachy weathered. And then I'm going to put all of my collective, you know, pieces that I'm working on for my books. And that is about it, you guys, for right now. So I'm going to get a mirror for this inside here and then age it out really well. And there's some other things that I want to do too. But for the most part, this is about it for right now. I'll show you guys more progress later. But I wanted to go ahead and shoot a video because I had something on my mind.